guys, welcome back to Phim and Bap. This is Tham.
And this is Mena.
And we are starting a brand new series that is actually being aired as we speak. It is called Fox Spirit Matchmaker, Moon Pact. And it's the first of 3 series that's going to be coming out. And did you know, Mena, that this is the live action version based off of anime, a Chinese
I
anime?
did not. I thought it would be a book, but I didn't know it was a live anime.
It's an anime. Yeah, it's an anime that has 11 seasons. It's a Chinese anime.
Wow. Have you seen any of them?
No, I was actually thinking about it, but 11 seasons, 157 episodes is a lot for me to watch.
I guess, one episode at a time sounds good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I did look up the series to just look at it and get an idea, and it's the main characters of the anime looks like they are the reincarnation of the characters that we are meeting that we just met in the first 5 episodes of Fox Spirit Matchmaker, Moon Pact. So yeah, I am really curious how all 3 of these series go together, but you and I are both going into this completely blind.
Yes, exactly. I went into this, with just, it looks like it's young me's, and I'm like, I'm in. Because I do really enjoy her. So I kind of just dove in, and so far I like it. It did take a couple, I would say like 2 or 3 episodes to finally get really involved.
I agree with you. It isn't, I think it's like the second half of the 3rd episode that I really got into, and the first 2 just like really like dragged, and it's the building of the story.
And we should be familiar with that by now, with any of the, especially the Chinese drama series. A lot of it takes a couple to really get going and understanding. I remember you texting me after the first episode. You're like, I have no idea what's there. Like, I have so many questions.
I do. I still do have so many questions about what's going on, but
yeah,
at least now we're at a point, especially after finishing the 5th episode, where I'm actually looking forward to the next episode.
Me too. Oh my gosh. So it took me a little while to get going because I've been really busy, but we're watching it really together this time, and today I finally finished like the second half of the 5th episode. I'm like, oh no, I need more right now. So I love when that happens. I'm not gonna lie. I love when I finally get into a series, because I don't watch a lot of Chinese or a lot of Asian dramas in general. And I've only honestly been watching more of it because of our podcast, and really rediscovering how much I enjoy watching these. So
I do feel like it has changed a little bit from when we watched as kids compared to now. I was
production value has obviously gone up significantly.
Yes. But I also feel like dramas are coming out a lot more frequently.
For sure.
And you turn around and there's like a new drama, like not just one new drama, but like 3 or 4 new dramas coming out simultaneously.
I mean, I hope that it continues that way. I do really enjoy like having so many options. And this is one of them where we could have picked several out there, but it's like back in the day, you're right, it was just like one, and I suppose it was because we were waiting for things to get dubbed as well.
We were waiting for things to get dubbed and get released on VHS, and then go to the video rental place.
I mean, we were just like a year behind the popular dramas that were showing on television for like the Hong Kong audience and whatnot. So now it's just like the moment it's out, we have a subscription, let's watch it, and that was kind of what we did.
I mean, that's the same thing with like even Western movies and American movies. Do you know now even movies in theaters, you could just pay a premium and just stream it on your TV at home?
That I think we've been kind of doing that, but Gosh, I
Yeah,
try to make
movies that
time
are in
for
the
things.
theaters, you just pay the premium just
I
to
don't
watch
even
it in the comfort of your own house.
I know. There were some movies. I think thanks to the pandemic, things have changed a lot and a lot more
Yeah.
convenient. Because yes, there are a lot of times when I'm like, oh, I want to go see that movie, and then just life just happens, and we never get to the theater. Right now, I am just trying to survive two kids and full-time work, and like
Hmm.
my joys these days are reading and dramas, the Chinese dramas that we're watching. So I'm like, okay, I need to make time for other things. And yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, at least I'm enjoying my free time. So
Right.
it's gone.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, let's just talk about it right off the bat now. I mean, we sort of rambled a little on
Right.
this. Um, I can tell you why I chose this series. You can tell me why you agreed to go with this series because
Yeah.
I chose this one. I chose it because one, it's coming out right now, and I figured we should try something that's coming out now, and then start also doing some older ones too. And it stars Yang Mi, and for those of you who are really into Chinese dramas, Eternal Love, also known as 10 Miles Peach Blossom, is is a very well-known drama starring Yang Mi and oh man, I
Mark
forgot
Child.
his name. I can think of
Mark Child.
his yeah. But anyways,
Chinese
it's
kid.
one of two major series that I think accredited to so many people from not just like Asian culture but all over the world really getting hooked into Chinese dramas.
Right, especially the xianxia and wuxia,
Hmm.
the costume dramas. It definitely was. I mean, my point of view why we are doing this, and I agree to it, is just because Yang Mi, and it was because of her that. Because of Eternal Love slash 10 Miles Peach Blossom was my comeback to Chinese
Hmm.
drama. I really enjoyed that. Just it came out and it was like 5 years old, and I finally watched it, and I was just mesmerized and really impressed with the production value and everything. And so it definitely brought me back. Like, you know what? There's hope. There's hope again.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, I had a really hard time watching a lot of dramas because I am not one for literally drama. I am more for action and just kind of different story. And you're right. It changed that genre for a lot of people, and it brought a lot of new audiences in. And since then, a lot of new costume dramas are kind of based off of that style and feel. So, but for this one, it was just Yang Mi. She is the queen. I love her. I think she's gorgeous. There's a lot of opinions about her out there, but for me, I don't watch everything that's hers, but I figured
Hmm.
I'd give this one a chance.
Well, if you do want to try a different series that stars her in there too, one of my favorites that really made me a fan of her was The Palace. I think it's called The Palace, starring her and Feng Xiaofeng, also Feng. His name's William Feng. It is
Hmm.
super cute,
Okay.
but I don't know if you would like it, but it's because it does deal with a bit of court drama. It takes place in the Qing Dynasty, and it's about the princes fighting for the throne.
Oh.
And she's a girl that goes back into time. She falls back in time.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Well,
I think I've read a synopsis of that series.
it's really cute. It's really cute. But but yeah, no, it's a really really nice series if you want to look for one. But
Great.
first impressions, like we had both said, the first 2.5 episodes drags, and a lot of it is they're building up the story. They're introducing the characters. They're telling you who have a blood debt with another person, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing about Asian dramas is that because they're so long, it's basically like watching a super super long movie that they're building all of that. And even the thing that I am not a fan of, and I know that you have actually, like the last one we did, Who Rules the World, did this too, and a lot of Chinese dramas do this, is that the first episode they do this whole narrative where they tell you
Mhm.
the story or the war or this and they try to build this world for you so that you can see everything, and it's just
It didn't do it for you?
I it I never pay attention. Like I will pay attention
Oh.
for a moment, but it's so hard for me to pay attention to it because I
Mhm.
get lost. Like I'm not
Right.
you know,
With
there are
especially all the terminology, all the
the
like this side
terminology.
versus that side and everything. I get it can be really
Mhm.
a little overwhelming when you're just like, I just want to take it easy and go in. But I get that. And whether you watch or not, or whether you like try to absorb that in or not, that
Mhm.
is, I don't think it matters that
It,
much
it doesn't. A
at the
lot of this
beginning.
stuff you'll pick up on the way as you're
Yeah.
watching the drama, which is how a lot of movies do. I mean, some movies do the big introduction too, but like they just pack so much information. And the only thing I got out of all of that, and maybe I have to go back and rewatch it, the intro again, but the only thing I got from it was that there was a war between the humans and the foxes and the spirits, and the when the war ended, the main character who Yang Mi is,
Tushan
which
Hong
is
Hong.
yeah, she takes over, and like she doesn't want there to be any more war, and that the heart of Tushan, which is like where all the fox spirits live, is the grief tree. The only thing I really got out of all of that.
Well,
Is
I
that
think you
weird?
got like 90% of it, honestly. I kind of I watched it, but I knew I wasn't going to really like be able to digest everything. So I did take it with a
Mhm.
grain of salt. And I wouldn't mind watching that part again just to have a better understanding of it.
I think
But
it's one of those things you have to watch a few times.
yeah. And for me, it's good to have. It's good to have to like, okay, like, am I going to really like latch onto that right now? No, it's just kind of in the background, and then
Yeah.
I proceed to watching it. And it's different watching a series for fun versus watching a series for our podcast to me, because like I want to give it more more of my effort and like brain cells, I suppose, when I'm trying to watch it. So this time around, I'm like, all right, would it have bored me otherwise? I think I would, because of Young Me and like how everything is, I would have still given it a chance. But it's just like I kind of pay more attention to everything. So I did absorb more, I suppose, because I know I was watching it for our podcast. But like I figured, like I understood the first episode, the second episode, kind of just like, but it got definitely more interesting as time went on. And
Yeah.
I mean, my first impression was, young me being young me. She's very stoic. She's used to that kind of character. She's very good at just being stoic, and I feel like, I want to see the softer side of her, where right now she's very in a
You
leadership
should
role.
watch The Palace. She's a very playful character in that.
Yeah, exactly. And I know she has that ability because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen
But
other
it's very
things.
typecasted. There's a lot of actors that get typecasted.
Yeah, and I mean, I think she enjoys this because I mean, she's so high up there that she gets to pick what project she works on.
Oh, right.
And she is like top dog right now. And I just watched that, I watched that, and with the character, with the male lead, I wasn't sure. Again, I don't watch a lot of dramas right now, and I'm still like
Mm-hmm.
very new to this whole, like all the actors that are out there. And Gong Joon, for me, I've never seen him on anything. And
Me either.
at first, I kind of felt like I did with the other series, where I'm just like, I'm not sure, But I've learned up until this point now, when I say I'm not sure, I like just give them a chance. After a while, I enjoy their character, and right now, I'm like, oh, I really enjoy him. And I'm like, I see why you're so popular, because he has a charm to him that is very special too. So
I mean, he does have a charm. I'm I'm
not sold.
not 100% into his character
Eh,
either right at this point either. But
we're
you
at
know,
episode
there's
5. You're
time.
not into his character yet.
No.
Mm, I
I
like
mean, when I say that, it doesn't mean that like I feel like most of the story is actually from him. Like he's definitely, it's more about him, and it's not necessarily, it's less about Yang Mi's character, Tushan Home Home. It's just, it feels like a lot of is him, but
Yeah,
I'm very interested in a lot of the side characters right now, and I'm just curious
yeah,
what's
I
going
think
to
you
happen.
were already talking about one of the side characters and a possible relationship, and I thought that was cute. I was like, "Who is this?" You mentioned the name, and I'm like, I don't know who that is yet because I haven't gotten to that episode, but I have now, and we can start predicting stuff already because we're seeing it. And the character I'm talking about is Ali, who I mean, he's still very mysterious to us, but
He is very mysterious.
they're
Yes.
giving clues to who he is, and
He is a main character. They do list him on my drama list as one of the main characters.
oh yeah, I'm sure of it. Um,
And
yeah,
but I do like the sistership. But so I mean, to be fair, when I'm looking up all this stuff, by this point when we're recording this episode, there's already 26 episodes out, I believe.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, 26 out of the 36 episodes out. We've only watched the first 5, and we've already given up on watching like all of them and keeping up with everything, just because they come out almost Monday through Friday. I think they come out, so they come out very, very, very frequently. When I read the forums and the ratings, it seems like a lot of people eventually drop off.
Oh no.
Yeah, that after a while they just drop off the drama. Like they're like, "Yep, I'm not interested in following anymore." And then and some of the forums, is even the forum for the sequel, which is Fox Spirit Matchmaker Love and Pavilion, that's also supposed to come out a bit after that. People are like, "I'm excited for this one because I gave up on the other one." And I'm just like, "Well, I'm not going to let that completely ruin like us watching it, because we're going to finish it. You and I are going to finish it, and we'll make our final decision on how we feel about everything." But just to put it out there, like some people were writing on the forum that like the ratings went down and people stopped watching because certain things, but we're not going to let that get to us.
No, I'm gonna finish because
Yeah,
I've already invested 5 episodes in, so I'm definitely going to finish it. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to find out what else happens. So
yeah, me too. And I'm curious like why, if we feel the same way as other viewers when we get closer and closer to around the episode. They say later in the 20s is when a lot of people just say nah.
Oh, well, how about this? You just stop following the forums because it's not where because I would not follow personally because I am sometimes easily influenced by other people.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Oh no,
But
you're good.
honestly, right now I'm getting excited to watch the next episodes.
Yeah, me
So
too. And we're doing this. We're already committed, and
yeah, we're
so
committed.
I'm excited still.
Anyways, you guys, join us for the next episode, where we still talk about the first 5 episodes, but we're going to talk in more detail. Bye.
Bye.